Thank you for being a member of the Cut Above Tarot. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe this video. Give me some feedback and let me know what you think about it. Today we're talking about caduceus. First, I want to start this video off by giving you a little story. I had a dream a while back, and I won't tell the entire dream, but I'll tell parts of it. I had a dream a while back. In this dream, it was me and a friend girl of mine. And she asked me a question. I can't remember exactly what the question is, but the dream is written down. So I turned and I told her, I said, caduceus. So when I woke up, I took that dream and I wrote it out and I sent her a copy of it. I waited a couple of weeks later to wait for her to respond because she didn't respond. I waited and I called on the phone. And I asked her about it and she told me she had no idea what I was talking about. Well, first of all, if you looked at the thumbnail that was on the video, caduceus happens to be the two snakes that entwined one around each other all the way till they get to the top of a staff. And the staff is supposed to be magical. It's supposed to bring in healing. But if you don't mind, I prefer to read to you the information that I have. "4,000 years ago, the caduceus was the emblem of life. The symbol is said to have the power over wealth, prosperity, happiness, and dreams, allowing the person who carries the rod of the double serpent to touch the magic of the heavens. In Egypt, the caduceus was carried by the Egyptian goddess Queen Isis and Anubis. And in pre-Hellenic Greece, the caduceus was displayed on healing temples and represented the strength and wisdom of the Greek god Hermes. In its earliest form, the caduceus appeared as a forked rod, the prongs knotted across to form a loop. In the craft, the stang or forked rod is associated with the early ancient caduceus and was used to not only represent the dual forms of deity, male and female, but also the ability of the human to reach the gods and for the divinity to reach the human by traveling up and down the world axle or axis mundi. Both the stang and the caduceus were often adorned with fluttering ribbons. Later, the rod was twined with two serpents, their heads turned towards each other as a symbol of subtle quarrels, commerce, trade, transportation, communication, and enterprise. In alchemy, the caduceus is still considered the symbol of the planet Mercury and the element Mercury, and meant that which poisons can also heal. Again, speaking of the duality of energy and the need for balance. In the craft, the caduceus stand for the adage, a witch who cannot hex, cannot heal, meaning that we must walk in balance at all times. And it is how the energy is used, not the energy itself. My apologies. I'll go back a little bit. In the alchemy, the caduceus is still considered the symbol of the planet Mercury and the element Mercury, and meant that which poisons can also heal. Again, speaking of the duality of energy and the need for balance. In the craft, the caduceus stands for the adage, a witch who cannot hex, cannot heal, meaning we must walk in balance at all times. And it is how the energy is used, not the energy itself that is important. We find the caduceus in other parts of the world too. In Hindu symbolism, the caduceus represents the central spirit of the human body. The twining serpents become the DNA pattern we now know exists, the genetic double helix. The Aztecs and the American Indian also had their own version of this symbol as well. In the Greek and Roman mystery cults, the caduceus represent the four elements: earth, the rod, air, winged orb, fire, and water. The serpents, with their undulating motions, suggesting waves, and their darting tongues, suggesting flames. By this time, some of you are realizing that the serpent in many ancient cultures wasn't a bad guy at all, just in Judaic Christian mythos, and found an honorable place in thousands of religious legends. With so many useful associations, commerce, communication, harmony, trading, joy, duality of life, health and healing, resolving quarrels, wisdom and prosperity, there is no end to how we can use the symbol in positive ways. Under the chakra category, I show you how to use the caduceus in healing. Here, you can use it in two different ways. One to settle an argument and the other to gain wisdom. So, next is a ritual to show you how to resolve a fight using a caduceus spell. You will need holy water, a forked branch. If you are desperate, you can find a forked branch. I'm telling you now, you'll find one. Okay. You can make one out of straw, however, you can't leave it outside. All right. When you're through. It says something small and disposable that belongs to both individuals involved in the quarrel. They say choose beforehand which divinity you will use: spirits, the angels, Isis, etc. So, here's the instructions if you want to resolve a fight using a caduceus. In the dirt outside of your home, or in the woods, or in the sand at a beach, trace a circle on the ground that is large enough for you to stand in, as well as roomy enough to draw in the dirt. After you have cast your magic circle, roughly sketch the caduceus symbol with the single end of the forked branch in the dirt at your feet, in the center of the circle. On one side of the drawing, from right to left, write the name of the person, one person. So you're going to write one person's name on one side and the other person's name on the other. Place the item matching the people under their names. If you can't find anything belonging to the people, don't have heart failure. The spell will still work. Perhaps a little slower. Point the forked end of the stick at the sky and say, I beseech and call upon the Almighty, whoever your divinity is, in the hour of my need. It is I, whatever your name is, who seek the wisdom and strength of your counsel. Behold, the ancient symbol of caduceus, that which resolves the arguments of man and beast and brings harmony into this life. Yea, I ask thee, great, whoever your divinity is, to activate this symbol and to find a resolution between whoever the two people are. And then say in your name. After you do this, take a deep breath in. And you're going to breathe on the drawing 3 times and say, with sacred breath, I cleanse all wounds. With sacred breath, I cleanse all wounds. Point the forked end of the stick towards the drawing. Now, you're going to chant these words. The witch, the power, the magic, the flames. No one loses, everyone gains. Harmony reigns. As many times as you feel necessary, repeat these words. The witch, the power, the magic, the flame. No one loses, everyone gains. The witch, the power, the magic, the flame. No one loses, everyone gains. Harmony reigns. Once you feel that this is taking place, once you feel that your ritual has taken root and is working, sprinkle the holy water on both of the names. It doesn't matter if it washes the names away. And say, with the power of spirit, I break the hate. With the power of spirit, I break the hate. With the power of spirit, I break the hate. Again, point the stick at the drawing and say, sun to moon and moon to sun. The evil is broken and harmony won. As I will, it has been done. May this spell not reverse or place upon me any curse. Sun to moon and moon to sun. The evil is broken and harmony won. As I will, it has been done. May this spell not reverse or place upon me any curse. Thank divinity and dismiss the circle. Lay the stick over the drawing with the forked end up and the pointed end down. Leave this place knowing that your work is finished.